Hello there. I want to tell you an insider secret about content marketing. And I want to tell you this because not a lot of people who give you the advice to do content marketing will tell you what I'm about to share. So, are you ready? Here's the insider secret about content marketing. Content marketing is great, yes, because it's almost free and it's an effective way for you to reach an audience and to build your audience. But what most people don't realize when they're getting started with content marketing is that to get results, it requires consistency. So let's say you decided to blog. You're not going to see any result if you blog this week and then nothing for the next few weeks. And you know what I mean? If you publish sporadically, you're not going to see results. But let's say you decided to publish a weekly blog post and you continue doing that. And you have to keep doing it for as long as you want to keep promoting your business. And this is what most people don't realize. And this is exactly the reason why so many blogs are created every day, every minute of every day. But guess what? I think, what is the statistic? Like 90% of those blogs are neglected, abandoned after a few months. So I don't want that to happen to you, and that's why I'm letting you know right now, right from the get-go, that content marketing is terrific. It's a terrific strategy, but it's also a lot of work. Now, sooner or later, when you start blogging, you create your email list, then you'll need lead magnets. And let's say you decide that you want to have a YouTube video or even in your social media accounts. And let's say you want to do what I'm doing and host your own Facebook live streams. Well, guess what? Sooner or later, you're going to find that you've run out of topics to talk about or to write about. Now, have you experienced this? Have you experienced, when it's your schedule for, let's say, writing a blog post or going live or creating your video, and then all of a sudden you're thinking, oh my gosh, what am I going to say? And I've heard this from marketers that I know who have email lists, and they don't email their subscribers because they say, I don't know what I'm going to write to them. Or people who are interested in doing Facebook Live, they tell me, what am I going to say when I go live? Okay, so if this is something that concerns you, then I hope you'll stick around for the next, 20, 30 minutes, because I have something that's a lot of fun. It's easy and it's simple to do, and it's going to help solve your problems with coming up with content topic ideas. Does that sound good? Now, before I proceed, let's go over some housekeeping. Do turn on your audio. You should see an icon somewhere, maybe in the corner of the video or somewhere else on the screen. Turn it on so you can hear my voice. Get a pen and paper so you can take notes, because I am not giving a handout. You will have to write this down. You will forget. What else? If you find this video presentation useful, can I make a deal with you? Can you please share it with your friends, with the people that you know, your family members who are also creating content? And finally, at any point during my training, if a question pops up in your mind, go ahead and type it in the comments. I will get to the questions towards the end, just so I don't lose my train of thought. And also, even if you're watching a recording, still type your comments below this video, because I do go back to my videos to answer those questions. All right. By the way, if this is your first time seeing me, let me just quickly introduce myself. My name is Lexi Rodrigo, and I am a digital content manager and consultant. And oh, you don't see my wall of books, but I'm also a lifelong learner. I love to learn new things and try new things and to share what I discover with others out there. So today, our topic is one topic, unlimited content. So most of the time when you talk about how do we come up with content topic ideas, people will tell you to do things like, oh, start with keyword research or use templates, do content creation and use PLRs, right? And those things, all of those things are actually perfectly fine. Keyword research, if you're creating content online, absolutely is an essential skill that you need to be familiar with, and you should absolutely do keyword research for most, if not all, of the content that you create. I wouldn't say all, probably. Sometimes you just want to create content, not necessarily for keyword, right? But the thing is that all these things, they can take a lot of time. Now, there are templates as well. People will give you or sell you templates for different kinds of content. Like there's a template for listicle blog posts or how-to videos or video reviews. And again, this is perfectly useful, but the thing with templates is they're more about the format of your content rather than the actual substance of your content, which is what we're going to cover today. Curation, content curation, again, this is something that I tried extensively. I think last month I joined a content curation challenge and I had a lot of fun, and for sure you can create content easily through curation, but you can't just be curating. If you want to be an authority in your industry, you do have to create your own 100% original content. All right. So definitely curation, keep it in the mix of your content marketing. And finally, let's talk about PLRs. Have you heard of PLRs? Do you know what PLRs are? I actually know a number of people whose businesses are around producing and selling PLRs. So PLR, in case you don't know, stands for private label rights. So when you buy content that's PLR, then that means that you have the right to private label that piece of content. So let's say you bought a pack of 10 articles with PLR. That means you can publish those articles and put your name in the byline and say that you created them, right? So again, you probably wouldn't want to do that without changing anything in the PLR content. Like you could edit it a little bit, put your voice to it. And that is an easy way to create content. But still, I don't tend to use PLRs a lot, hardly ever. And if you want to, you can absolutely do that. But again, I'm going to say that you still have to create content from scratch now and again, even if you are using PLRs. By the way, hey, if you're watching this live, say hello in the comments so I know you're there, okay? Because the platform that I'm using, and I'm not peeking into my Facebook account at all, with the platform I'm using, I cannot see who's watching live. So I want to say hello to Rohi and Zeph. Oh my gosh, Zeph. Okay, I'm going to feel so self-conscious now because you're watching me live. Hello to both of you. So what I'm going to share with you today is a different approach. So what I'm going to show you are 20 different angles that you can explore one topic, and each of those angles becomes a separate topic idea for a piece of content. Okay. Hi, Jeff. Nice to see you again. Now, and so you have one main topic, right? And you identify 20 different topics around your main topic because of those different angles. And then you can look at each of those angles again and apply the same framework. So 20 times 20, potentially you could easily come up with 400 topic ideas, and then you just keep going and going, and virtually unlimited topic ideas. So do you want to know what those 20 things are? Those 20 angles are? Okay, so for fun, it's more fun if we actually use the framework on an actual topic. So I picked this topic to work with today. The topic is getting rid of sugar in your diet, or eliminating sugar in your diet. Now, I picked this because I'm personally interested in this topic. It has nothing to do with marketing, so that's refreshing. And yeah, I've never created any content about this topic before, so it's new for me. So it's a good test to see if the framework will apply to all kinds of topics. All right. Oh, and by the way, I want to give credit where credit is due. These, the first 5 of these angles, 4 or 5, I think, were shared to me by one of my coaching clients, and she said that she learned it from John Morrow of Smart Blogger. I'm sure you know who John Morrow is, right? And I have taken a number of John Morrow's courses as well, but I did not come across this framework in any of those courses, so I don't know which particular course it comes from. So what I did was I took John Morrow's list and I expanded, I challenged myself to come up with more angles, and I came up with a total of 20 angles. Okay, are you ready to begin? So our topic is eliminating sugar. The first angle number 1 that you can use is struggles. Okay, so our first topic is, let's say, 10 common struggles when eliminating sugar from your diet, right? So you're going to cover things like cravings and going, having celebrations, whatever else. You'll have to then do the research, okay? So that's our first, first framework, struggles, okay? Maybe I'll type these things. What do you think, guys? Shall I type struggles? Okay, so for now, our first topic is most common struggles when eliminating sugar. Oh, Rohi is taking notes for me in the comments. Thank you, Rohi. Okay, are you ready for the second one? The second one is mistakes. And I think you'll see a lot of content around this angle, right? Like the 7 most common mistakes that people make when they're eliminating sugar from their diet. Okay? How are we doing so far? Is it making sense? The third is a lot of fun, and I actually like to create content around this angle as well. All right, the third angle is tools, systems, and equipment. All right, how are we going to, the best tools to use when you're eliminating sugar in your diet. How about the best iPhone apps that will help you eliminate sugar from your diet? Equipment, I don't know if they're, okay, I think what I'm thinking of is covered by the next one. Our next angle, so we're at angle number 4, is solutions. All right, solutions. Okay, I can think of several actually. For example, like one topic around solutions would be like the best way to overcome a sugar craving, right? What to do when you're craving sugar so badly. And how about things like the best, or a specific coaching program that helps you overcome your sugar addiction? Or how about like a specific, oh, no, that comes later, okay? So he actually thought of 2 for this one. Number 4, solutions. Okay, number 5, another easy one, and I'm sure you come across this all the time, is reasons. All right, reasons to eliminate sugar from your diet. Top 10 reasons to eliminate sugar from your diet. By the way, Rohi said 20 is great. I have this thing where when I'm putting together a list, I like to challenge myself to come up with as many as I can. So at work, I work in Mirasee, as many of you know. I once had to help come up with a list of, I don't know, like they were joking and they said, like 101 was the working title. And they said, well, you don't have to actually come up with 101. But I did. I challenged myself and I pushed myself and I came up with 101 items. So, yeah. All right. So, did you get that? So, 5 is reasons. Okay. Reasons to eliminate sugar from your diet. And you can even come up with the best reasons to eliminate sugar from your diet. You can come up with the worst reasons to eliminate sugar from your diet. All right. Number 5. The next one, so number 6 is FAQs, frequently asked questions. What are the frequently asked questions by people who are trying to eliminate sugar from their diet? And then you answer each one. And, you can make this like, top 10 FAQs. And then for each question and answer, you can create a specific piece of content for each question and answer even. So that's like times 10 right there. Next one. Ooh, this is a good one. Number 7 is myths. Myths and misconceptions. Let me add that, because that's good too. And so what are the common myths and misconceptions around eliminating sugar from your diet? For example, people think that if they're eliminating sugar, refined sugar from their diet, they can take honey instead, and not know that actually honey is sugar as well. Sorry about my voice. I'm actually sick today. All right. Ooh, the next one is my favorite. Can I do... Oh, okay. I just discovered something that I can do several lines. Okay, bear with me guys while I'm typing. Sorry about that. The next one is statistics, research, trends, and forecasts. So we are at number 8. Another favorite of mine is doing research, looking for statistics, looking at the latest research, and then sometimes I go beyond that and I analyze the numbers to spot trends and do forecasts. Or you could look for people who are already doing the analysis and publishing their own trends and forecasts. Okay, so how do we apply this to our topic? We can look for research around sugar elimination, trends, for example, how many people are saying that they're trying to eliminate sugar from their diet? Is the number increasing? Is it decreasing? Okay, and what is the forecast? Is there a drop in the sales of refined sugar, for example? in your specific country or even in the world. Okay? This is actually very interesting. I think I will go and create content around this topic. Okay, next. And I hope I don't sneeze in the middle of this training, actually. Another favorite of mine is to talk about books. Oh my goodness. There's always a ton of books being published around almost any topic at all. So in your industry, do keep keep abreast of what new books are coming out, and read them, do a review, or give some kind of just talk about what the book talks about. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And so on, or recommended books, right? I could make a blog post about here are the 3 best books that will help you eliminate sugar from your diet. All right, that's number 9. And a variation, by the way, would be magazines. Do I have magazines? I just want to make sure. Okay, no. So it's books or magazines. All right. Because I'm adding that. Sometimes maybe you might be in a specific industry where maybe not a lot of books are getting published all the time, but the funny thing is there is a magazine for even the smallest, most obscure niche out there. And one fun thing for me to do is when I'm at the bookstore, a physical bookstore, not Amazon, but here in Canada we have Chapters. I think in the States you have Barnes & Noble. Is Barnes & Noble still around? So I like to go to Chapters and I just look at all the magazines, and sometimes I giggle to myself because I see a magazine with a really obscure topic. So you can also look at these magazines, subscribe to the magazines in your industry, and if a particular article, strikes a chord, you can absolutely talk about that magazine article, right? And there are also online magazines, by the way. So those are included here. By the way, I have a ninja trick for concerning magazines. That's also around how to find a topic idea, but should I share it with you or not? I will share it with you guys in a future training, okay? All right, so that was number 9, was books and magazines. Now number 10 is behind the scenes. All right, so how can we apply behind the scenes to our topic today of sugar elimination? One way that I'm thinking of is, for example, I can make an announcement, let's say here on Facebook Live, and say, okay guys, I'm challenging myself, and for the next 30 days, I am not going to consume anything with sugar. So then every day I can give a behind the scenes and let people know how it's going, right? So I can say, oh my gosh, today it's really hard because I felt this and this and this. So that's an example of a behind the scenes. Or it could be like behind the scenes of a boot camp, or a sugar elimination boot camp, another sugar elimination challenge. My voice is disappearing. Let's say a sugar elimination, what else? Conference or a meeting, right? Okay. Any questions, guys? So that's number 10. Okay, by the way, so right now, I hope that the gears in your brain are moving and you're actually coming up with new ideas for your specific subject area. And I want to invite you to sign up for a free ebook that I put together by going to alexisrodrigo.com/easy. Not now, but at the end of this training, because that is about 3 easy ways that you can create content without writing. And you can use these topics to implement those ideas. All right, so let's go to number 11 is news. So this is another fun one, and you are likely to get a lot of traffic when you create content around something that is making headlines. Or it doesn't even have to be, something that's coming out on CNN or those major news outlets, but just something new and newsworthy, especially for people who are interested in your topic. Okay, so how do we apply this angle to sugar elimination? It could be, that a new sugar substitute product came out. So that could be news, right? Or let's say new research was published. That can be news. Now the difference with number 8 is this is when it's actually just been published. Or they found that, actually not all sugar is created equal. We just found out that white sugar is bad for you, but sugar from, let's say, fruits, if you eat the actual fruit, the whole fruit, and not fructose, is actually okay. So, just an example. That's actually not news. That's old news. And not fake news, by the way. All right. Next, we are at number 12 is events. All right. So I can look for things like conferences about the topic of the sugar elimination or why sugar is dangerous, things like that. But it doesn't even have to be a conference. It can be like a small, it doesn't have to be a major event, right? A small, let's say a person is making a presentation somewhere, or someone is giving a free webinar. That is an event. So an event can be online or offline. But I think offline events are actually more interesting to create online content about, right? But of course, it can also be an online event, like a summit. There's always a number of summits around healthy living, healthy eating going on. And maybe one expert is going to talk about eliminating sugar from your diet. So that's an example of the event angle. And the next one, number 13. Another good one. Oops. I don't know how to spell. Is controversies and issues. So an example is, let's say that, for example, we just found out that these sugar substitutes, and I'm not going to say anything specific, actually makes you fat. And let's say people have been using it because they want to eliminate white sugar from their diet, but in fact, they're consuming something that's even worse than sugar, right? Or a controversy might be something like, should you even eliminate sugar from your diet? There's actually nothing wrong with it. Or issues around sugar elimination. All right. So that's number 13. Let's go to the next one. And the next one is another favorite of mine, because this can help you to reach a wider audience. And that is influencers. Talk about influencers or interview influencers. So I could write a blog post about the top 20 influencers that you should follow if you're trying to eliminate sugar from your diet. Okay, sound good? And then I can go and interview each one of them. So again, it's 20 other topics. Okay, next one is examples and case studies. So this is number 15. Examples and case studies. So I could look for, let's say, and this could be like a curation post. I could look for 20 bloggers who eliminated sugar from their diets and blogged about it. And then I can even quote from their posts, right, about how it went for them. Okay? Or 10 examples of whatever, middle-aged women who successfully eliminated sugar from their diet. And then I can go into how did they do it? What strategies did they use? All right. And this one is very similar to what an example I gave earlier. And that's personal results. Okay, so you can talk about your personal journey of eliminating sugar from your diet. What results did you get and how did you get it? So if you joined me yesterday, I did a live training yesterday about how I got a 4-figure a month client on Facebook. And that's an example of this type of an angle, personal results. So it could be how I lost 60 pounds simply by eliminating sugar from my diet. It's another example for you. All right. And then next one is best practices. So this is angle number 17, best practices. What are the best practices when you're trying to remove sugar from your diet? Okay. And the flip side of that is worst practices. What are the worst things that you can do if you're trying to eliminate sugar from your diet? That is number 18. Number 19 is free resources. People love free, so they're going to love your content if you're pointing them to free resources that will help them achieve their goal. So I can come up with free Kindle books about sugar elimination, free training programs, free, what else? Any other free resources? Free books, free magazines that you can sign up for. Free challenges, even on Facebook. Free Facebook challenges for those who want to eliminate sugar. Okay. And this one, number 20, popular media. Now, okay, this is kind of hard. For example, tell me a TV program that you watch. Let's say, now my kids used to watch How I Met Your Mother. Let's say X lessons from How I Met Your Mother that will help you eliminate sugar from your diet. I know it's kind of a stretch, right? But that's fun, and it actually requires a lot of thought if you're going to write about a topic like that. Another, like, I remember one time doing research, and I don't know if it was for a blog post, but I was doing research about the movies that were about ghost writers, or even top 10 movies about writers. So maybe we can talk about, if it's even possible, like top movie characters that, okay, here's one. Here are the 20 celebrities that don't eat sugar. Okay? That's another one. And I think that would be a very interesting piece of content that your audience would probably gobble up. All right? So Rohi has been posting in the comments, but I actually have a recap. And before I show the recap to you, again, if you have questions, guys, please post them in the comments. It's actually a very simple idea, right? Okay, to recap, Here are the 20 angles that you can approach any subject matter from, so that you can come up with an endless list of topic ideas. Number 1, struggles. Number 2, mistakes. Number 3, tools, systems, and equipment. Number 4, solutions. Number 5, reasons. Number 6, FAQs. Number 7, myths. Number 8, statistics, research, trends, and forecasts. Number 11, news. 12, events. 13, controversies, issues. 14, influencers. 15, examples or case studies. 16, your own results. 17, best practices. 18, worst practices. 19, free resources. And number 20, popular media. Now, did I miss something? Can you think of things to add to this list? I actually thought of something when I saw forecasts, and that is history. The history of, how about the history of cutting out sugar in your diet? When did this idea first come up? Who came up with it? And how did they come to the conclusion that sugar is actually bad for us? So hey, there's a bonus for you. And if you think of any other angles, please share in the comments, okay? Questions? While you're thinking of your questions or typing them in the comments, I just want to make a shameless pitch for my book. It is called Blog Post Ideas, 21 Proven Ways to Create Compelling Content and Kiss Writer's Block Goodbye. So this is a little book, well, not so little, that I co-wrote with my employer, Danny Inney, and my co-worker, Jim Hopkinson. And it's a lot of fun. So we're covering different things here in the book than I covered today. So you will get even more ideas here if you get this. It's available on Amazon, printed or Kindle. I think if you have Kindle Unlimited, I believe you can get it for free. So no questions, because the idea is so easy, right? It's so easy. It's so simple to apply. And hey, if you try out this framework, do let me know how it goes, okay? Or if you're running into any difficulties, let's say, hey Lexi, this is my subject area and I can't think of how to apply the popular media angle. Feel free to pop that in the comments and I'll consider it a challenge and help you out. All right? So once again, before I let you go, I do have a free report, a free ebook for you. Go to alexisrodrigo.com/easy and sign up for this freebie. It is a brief ebook that covers 3 different ways that you can create authority building content. So this is not just any content, but it's content that will build your authority. And all those 3 things do not involve writing. So this is not, I'm not going to be talking about blogging in that report. Super, exciting stuff and quite easy. And you can easily display your authority by doing those 3 types of content. And I even go over the steps and some of the tools that you're going to need to create those pieces of content. So this framework plus that ebook, your content is just going to explode, I think, if you implement. Now, let me go through the comments and see if we have any questions. Oops. Hang on, guys. I need to do something. Something is happening. Let's try that again. Okay. Rohi, thank you for joining. Zeph says people get overwhelmed over the logistics and processes of content marketing, content creation. Absolutely, yes. Now, fortunately, you can get a VA to help with those logistics and processes, but the actual substance of the content most of the time still needs to come from you. And you can also have your VA do a lot of the research. So, hi to Rohi, hi Jeff, hi Steven. Steven is somebody new, I think, or it's maybe his first time commenting. Hello. So sorry. Zeph says, I hope you feel better. I'm not feeling very well either. Oh, Zeph, feel better soon. My son was sick over the Lenten season, the Holy Week, and I think I caught his virus. But the thing is, I cannot afford to get sick. I cannot afford to lose my voice because I am actually singing at an event on Sunday. Oh. Shannon, hi there. Thank you. I'm so happy that you found the tips useful. Okay, Rohi does have a question. How about different media such as audio, video, infographic, cheat sheets, checklists, etc.? Rohi, what do you mean by this question? You can apply these topic angles for creating any type of content, whether it's a podcast, a video, whether you're creating an infographic, all those examples that I gave, you can absolutely create an infographic out of that. You can create an infographic about the history of sugar elimination. When did sugar become a bad character in our lives, right? Same thing with cheat sheets and checklists. I'm not sure if I understood your question correctly. If not, then please do explain and let me know in the comments. And here are Rohi's notes. Wow, Rohi, this is amazing. So I'm going to cover my face. The summary of the 20 angles that you can use to create a subject matter, plus the bonus one, so 21 total. Thank you for taking notes. Thank you for being my note taker, Rohi. And to everyone, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found this useful, and I hope that you will implement and use it in your content marketing. Let me know how it goes, okay? I do appreciate very much your time and your attention. And join me again next week. Every Wednesday at 11 a.m., I am live here on Facebook sharing stuff that I learned and discovered. All right, and next week I'm actually going to be interviewing somebody to talk about another very important topic, and the topic is debt. All right, debt, not death. Debt, D-E-B-T. So I hope you can join me Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern. Thanks again. Have a good day and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.